You already know. You already know what time it is. It's breakfast with the bull. Good morning. It's morning here now. If you watch this video later, it might not be morning anymore. What do I got here? You guys know I eat this stuff on my breakfast every single morning. Um, the difference is this is not the original, but this is a special version of Monster Mash. I don't have a lot of it. I made a small batch, but whew, it's really good. A little bit different flavor than the original. But I'll talk about this sauce quick. Um, and what I'm doing here, Mrs. Bullcow crushed me up a bunch of garlic last night. Got my Synergy Ginger Aid Kombucha. Raw garlic, kombucha, raw unfiltered honey. I have another bottle of this I'm bringing to work, so that's what I'm going to be putting in my coffee for the next few days. Got an infection, and guess what? Mrs. Bullcow convinced me after me trying hard to get antibiotics, she talked me into trying probiotics. Fermented hot sauce, kombucha, you know, all the good stuff. So yeah, Monster Mash, Florida edition. Why do I call it Florida edition? Well, every single pepper that went into this came out of Florida. Yes, right. Tony Sherwood, a bunch of his crosses in there, a bunch of his peppers that Miller got from him. Miller sent me a nice package with pods from Tony Sherwood, Carboneros, Carbon Bubblegum, the Carbon Boot Bubblegum 7. Let's see, then there's the yellow Primo, I think, with the Carbon Boot, and then a whole bunch of other ones. I can't even begin to name them. Plus, Miller put his own peppers in there. 7-pot yellow, 7-pot chocolate. We might have ate those ones. There's definitely 7-pot yellow. There's some other peppers. I think there's a couple milder ones. Maybe shishito. Might be some of the banana peppers or hot bananas. I don't even remember right now. Then there was all those varieties from Tony Sherwood and Chris Miller. They're both in the panhandle of Florida. And then I got a mix box from Linda McNew, Linda's Fiery Treats. And like I told you guys, I eat this stuff every day on my breakfast. I'm out except for one bottle. I got one bottle of the original, the 9th batch I made, stashed. We're going to review that. We've never done an original Monster Mash review itself. So stay tuned. Pod season is here. I'll have this soon, the original. So the taste is a little bit different. Because for my original, I use the same peppers. And one of those being the yellow naga. The pepper is excellent. It don't have any floralness or bitterness to it. Great for sauces. I put it in most of my sauces. But with that being said, I've made different versions of this. Last year, we made the Hell Garden edition, which had none of the peppers like the Naga's Ghost, MOA Scotch Bonnet, any of that. It just was straight super hots from Hell Garden. It was a hotter version. It definitely, you could tell the heat was there. At that same time, we came out with a milder version. We had some people that really liked Monster Mash, but they said it was just a little bit too hot. So I made a milder edition of it. It was excellent. The only one that got to review that sauce was, I think, Miller. Yeah, Miller and Walker, Texas Peppers. Go check him out here on YouTube. But after thinking about it more, I was like, you know what? Monster Mash is not that hot. We're just going to continue to make the original recipe. Mrs. Bolkow did come out with a version. She wanted to put turmeric and some, you know, some healthy stuff. Like she wanted to really ramp it up and achote. So we did make the last version, the last bottle um, was Mrs. Bolkow's. You know, she wanted to come out with a line, and she had 3 sauces. Her mean green was phenomenal. Uh, all of them were phenomenal, but yeah, hers was a little bit hotter than the original, and it had like turmeric and um, I don't think it had ginger. There was some other ingredients in there, a little bit of carrot, I believe, a lot more vitamins and minerals and nutrients added in. It was great. So this has got a pretty good burn to it. Um, I think it's just a touch, just a little, maybe a touch hotter. And a little bit different flavor. Not much. Not bad, not in a bad way whatsoever. So I've got some breakfast burritos here. I'm probably not going to be able to eat both of these. Um, I might have to bring one to work and munch on it while I'm working. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I do got to get going from here soon. I got to go to the garden, water my plants, probably pick some peppers. Hey, can't complain about that. I pulled in a nice haul this week. It was one of those mustard chocolate ghosts. Um, yeah, I did pick quite a few peppers this weekend. A lot of the yellow scorpions from the overwintered plant. I'm telling you, I wish I could overwinter 20, 30 plants. My office moved. I don't have the proper, I can't put any of my work indoors this winter. Throw a couple upstairs. What I do when I overwinter the plants is cut the root ball down a little bit, and then I replant it in fresh soil. Always sterilize your soil. You're going to be bringing these plants inside. You don't want to get too many fungus nests in your house because you're going to be planting seeds in a couple months, germinating. So cut the root ball down, put it in a smaller pot. Of course, I rinse everything off really good. People dip the whole plant in like a neem oil solution and all that stuff. Man, listen, you can tell when you look at the plant. Plus, the main thing, there's no sense in even doing that. You got the plant, you're going to be cutting it down to just a stalk. I mean, just look at it and you can tell. If it makes you feel more comfortable, whatever. But cut your plant down to just one stalk about a foot high. And just got main stalk. That's it. Last year I did keep the Y, and it was pretty high up, man. It was about a foot up. I kept the Y on the yellow scorpion. And that plant is doing the best. The apocalypse scorpion took longer, and I honestly believe because it's so freaking hot. I noticed that the plants that took longer to produce fruit, and now the fruit are going to take longer to ripen. The NK Hellhammer, that was like an overwintered plant. It was something I grew in October, and I chopped it down and whatnot. So those, you would expect the Hellhammer and the Apocalypse Scorpion to throw fruit like the Yellow Scorpion and the Chocolate Douglas that I have. They did not. For some reason, I don't know. Just such hot peppers. I think just takes longer. It takes longer for the pods to ripen. Maybe this is really good, guys. So when they talk about an overwintered plant producing, you should see that freaking yellow scorpion. It's got pods growing just in clumps and clusters all together, they're fighting for space. Um, I've never seen anything like it. And it definitely blows away the production of anything else that I got going. I mean, I do got some good yields on the lemon ghostly jalapeno, this mustard chocolate ghost plant. Good yields on them, but as far as the bigger pods, the bigger super hots, nothing can compare to those overwinter plants. The Apocalypse Scorpion was the best looking out of all the plants. It's actually the biggest. It's the bushiest. But that just started getting pods. So I don't think I'm going to have ripe pods on that for probably another 3-4 weeks. But I'm getting all kinds of peppers right now. Some, I wish I would have flicked the flowers off. Let the plants grow bigger. So I know for a fact I am going to have some plants that have low yields. That's the price you take, though, when you want early pods. When you're just kind of impatient like me. Oh, my Lord, I just poured it. That's garlic. That's all garlic in there. Woo! There's probably a good tablespoon of garlic. Mrs. Bullcow is trying to get me right. Well, I'll tell you what. I went through 2 days of hell with this infection in my mouth and the pain. And Mrs. Bullcow's been crushing me up garlic, and I've been eating fermented sauerkrauts and cabbage beets, fermented hot sauce, super hot peppers, lots of tincture. Man, I just been burning the raw unfiltered honey, the kombucha, all this stuff. A lot of probiotics too, with this and I'll tell you what. My wife is convinced that probiotics are the way, and to avoid antibiotics, I've never tried to not get antibiotics. So this weekend, it was impossible to try to get a prescription. And I'll tell you this. So far today, I feel good. I felt pretty good yesterday and the day before. So, 2 days ago, I didn't move around at all. I was laying on the couch, and a lot of times when you have infection, it's like when you get up and move and do things, it's when it pulses. You get the blood flowing. But yesterday, I moved around a little bit, made some hot sauce, cooked some food, did a couple things in the garden, and I felt fine. So, could the probiotics be fighting this infection? Yeah. And so, you got to look back before there was penicillin even. People used to, they'd take all kinds of homegrown elixirs. One of those things being fermented foods. And it's crazy how you look back in a time and you see how God created people's bodies to fight off so many different things. And there's some things that the body just needs help with. And for that, there's all of these herbs and natural roots, and then fermented foods. So, Monster Mash, it is of the Lord. So, yeah. Well, breakfast with the bull. And this is good. Yes, I got a couple bottles here. This is Mrs. Bullcow's. Live right there. Woo. Got my little scorpion steak sauce there, baby. Last night I had a Philly cheesesteak wrap with that on it. It was incredible. Extra garlic, getting it in me. Nice burn going right now, just from the hot sauce. I was gonna eat a pepper. I decided not to. I only got a couple left here, and we'll leave them for Mrs. Bull Cow. And I'll get at some. I'll be doing hot sauce during the day. Tincture. Gotta remember that. I'm gonna be putting a good amount of tincture in my coffee when I get to work. I'll have some fresh pods tonight. Tune in tonight on Instagram, Tincture Tuesday. Mrs. Bull Cow. She's gonna be doing a 30 milliliter Robbie. Uncle Bull Cow's Face Off. It's my new tincture. I've got NK Hellhammer, NK Hades, Prima Chili, Chocolate Bootla, the hottest peppers, 3 of Ink Gardener's test peppers, okay? That they tested for the Guinness Book hottest pepper. So we're going to see what happens when all these peppers face off to dominate the tincture. And we will see tonight at 8:30 Eastern. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern on your FM dial on Uncle Bull Cow Instagram page. We're going to see if it burns Mrs. Bull Cow's face off. Thank you guys for having breakfast with me. Love you. Peace. Yeah.